What did the chamber decide?
Trial Chamber 6 of the International Criminal Court found Mr. Bosco Ntaganda guilty, beyond reasonable doubt, of 18 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity committed in Ituri, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, in 2002 and 2003. Trial Chamber 6 found that there was a non-international armed conflict in Ituri, the district of the DRC, from on or about 6 August 2002 to on or about the 31st of December 2003, between the Union des Patriotes Congolais and its military wing, the Force Patriotique pour la Libération du Congo, and at all times at least one opposing party. The conduct of the UPC-FPLC against the civilian population was the intended outcome of a preconceived strategy to target a specific group of the civilian population, and the crimes committed took place pursuant to a policy of the UPC-FPLC. Mr. Ntaganda fulfilled a very important military function in the UPC-FPLC. In this context, the Chamber found Mr. Ntaganda guilty of crimes against humanity, namely murder and attempted murder, rape, sexual slavery, persecution, forcible transfer and deportation, and of war crimes, namely murder and attempted murder, intentionally directing attacks against civilians, rape, sexual slavery, ordering the displacement of the civilian population, conscripting and enlisting children under the age of 15 into an armed group and using them to participate actively in hostilities, intentionally directing attacks against protected objects, and destroying the adversary's property as a war crime. While the evidence did not sustain all incidents charged by the prosecutor, it did demonstrate that in relation to at least 18 counts, at least part of the charges were proven beyond any reasonable doubt. The Chamber has found that Mr. Ntaganda was liable as a direct perpetrator for parts of the charges of 3 of the crimes, and was an indirect perpetrator for the other parts of these crimes. The Chamber found that he was an indirect co-perpetrator for the rest of the crimes.
On which basis did the chamber conclude that Mr. Ntaganda is guilty?
To make its decision, the Chamber reviewed all the evidence submitted during the trial, including documents, eyewitnesses, and insiders. Over the course of 248 hearings, the Chamber heard 80 witnesses and experts called by the Office of the ICC Prosecutor, Madame Fatou Bensouda, 19 witnesses called by the defense team led by Mr. Stéphane Bourgon, and 3 witnesses called by the legal representatives of the victims who were participating in the proceedings, as well as 5 victims who presented their views and concerns. The trial chamber issued 347 written decisions and 257 oral decisions during the trial phase. After the presentation of evidence, the trial chamber received written closing submissions from the parties and the legal representatives of victims, in total more than 1,400 pages. The total case record consists of 264 transcripts of hearings, totaling several thousand of pages and 1,791 items of evidence.
What sentence can be pronounced against Mr. Ntaganda, and when?
The judges may impose a prison sentence, a fine may be added or forfeiture of the proceeds, property and assets derived directly or indirectly from the crimes committed. The maximum sentence is 30 years. However, in extreme cases, the court may impose a term of life imprisonment. In order to determine Mr. Ntaganda's sentence in this case, the Chamber will receive submissions from the parties and participants regarding the possible sentence, and it will schedule a separate hearing to receive evidence and to discuss matters related to the sentencing. Mr. Ntaganda will remain in detention until such time.
Will victims obtain reparations?
Victims before the ICC have rights that have never been granted before an international criminal court or tribunal. They can participate during the proceedings. In this particular case, Trial Chamber 6 authorized 2,129 victims to participate in the trial proceedings. They were represented by their legal counsel, Sarah Pelé and Dimitri Suprun from the ICC Office for Public Counsel of the Victims. Independently of the participation, victims may ask for reparations in case of conviction. In the case against Mr. Ntaganda, issues related to the procedure for the victims' reparations will be addressed in due course, after the sentencing.
Is this verdict final, or can it be appealed?
The parties, that is the prosecution and the defense, may appeal the decision of conviction, or parts of it, within 30 days, in which case an appeals chamber composed of 5 judges will decide on the matter.